And joining me now is Trump campaign senior economic advisor David Malpass is here. Good morning to you, David.
Hi, Sandra. Good morning.
All right, so let's get right to the meat of this. Cook said he would fight to overturn the ruling because it has not based in law or fact. Where do you think this is going?
Well, we know there's going to be fights all over the world between big government and they're trying to get revenue. So the European Union is going to fight. I don't know the law on Ireland, but we're talking about a lot of money, so that makes everybody pay attention. But I think the bigger picture issue here, and it applies to the U.S., it was involved in Brexit, is people are trying to push back against big government. So the European Union desperately wants more money because it's going to try to spend it. Same is going on in the U.S. The tax rates are just too high. So Trump is proposing a big cut in business taxes so they don't have to spend so much time fighting around the world. You know, a lot of CEOs just spend all their time fighting about taxes around the world. That's not what we need.
Should Donald Trump reach out to Tim Cook, who's calling this total political crap? Does he ever pick up the phone and call these guys?
You know, they all talk, but the reality of this is that you've got to see that Obama is going to China here this weekend to talk about big government. Hillary Clinton is part of the globalism direction that the world is heading. So what Trump is spending a lot of time doing is just explaining we don't have to go that way. We can go toward lower rates and we can have more production out of the U.S.
But David, let me point out one thing. In this new Fox News poll, Trump throughout this race has been crushing Hillary Clinton when it comes to who do you trust to do a better job on the economy. And this latest poll, he is in a dead heat with her. Look at that, 48% to 48%. He had a 53% to 41% advantage in May. What is he doing wrong? That's his wheelhouse. That's his strong suit, and he's handing it over to her.
You know, I think those can be improved a lot by talking about it. Trump's plan is much better than Clinton's plan. She wants higher tax rates. He wants lower tax rates. She wants more regulation. He wants regulations that are effective and a whole government that works in a more effective way. And that story hasn't been told enough. I think it can be told more. I've got an article in the New York Times this morning saying that as people look at Trump's plan, they're going to see that there will be more jobs for them, for their friends, for their children.
So, David, last question. Fox News also polling people on whether or not they think Trump is hiding something by not releasing his tax returns. 60% said yes. 35% no. Should he release those, and will he?
You know, that's a diversion to me. He said that he's under audit and not releasing them. So the diversion is the country is really hurting, and we're seeing it in Europe as well. The Brexit vote was people saying we don't want to be controlled by big government. That's the same story in the U.S., so I think we should be talking about that.
Be controlled is he ready to answer that in the debate, though, because she's going to push him on what his effective tax rate was and how much he gave to charity. And he should be able to answer that whether he releases those returns or not.
I think the right answer, though, is he's created a giant amount of wealth and prosperity in New York and can do that in the nation with better policies. And Clinton's just worked for the government.
Okay. David Malpass, always good to have you here.
Good to be here.
All right. Thank you, sir.